It is evident I do.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. And, Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And, Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Dort against Edwards. That's tipped. Spins. Pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Dort grabs the miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. About a minute played so far here in the first. Randall no good. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He immediately mentioned that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shea a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall outside. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And the basket by Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards from the arc. Not going to go that time. Nice defense from Dort. Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Pass to Randall from downtown, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Over in the corner, Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Inside, Randall kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. Edwards looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Caruso. Edwards kept alive. Over to the wing. Wiggins against Reid. Trying to get something going, and Reid throws it down.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate, and that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Pass to Reid. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Reid's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Reid with the block. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position.
So this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's Minot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Timberwolves trail by 4. Caruso with the steal. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Timberwolves shooting around 40% from the floor here. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Connects from three-point range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Dillingham. Defended by Caruso. Back to Alexander Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Garza. Williams with the block. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Buries it down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Dillingham. To DiVincenzo. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Caruso. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Tries again. Wallace misses. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Minot. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Dillingham.
Guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 4. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him. Randall. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. And boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. A minute 20 left here in the second. Randall is screen on Wallace. Conley kicks to Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Randall, a screen on Wallace. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A 3-ball. Rebound, Minnesota. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Conley against Wallace. Randall outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Thunder trailing by 3. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jacks up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Timberwolves made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Outside, George lets it go with a 3. Can't hit that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 6. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Dort against Edwards. To the inside. Gobert trying to get open. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. The Thunder shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Holmgren. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Dort. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. And finished off by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his dribble ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Edwards. Gobert the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And he gets it back. Second chance shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards gets to Conley. Edwards passes to Conley. Back to Edwards. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 27.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Edwards finds Randle. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder pushing it up now. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Hartenstein. Great, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact. Give him the N1.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in. Williams hits to Wiggins. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 13. Clark outside. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Nobody near Williams. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Jang in at the 5. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they found in that space.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Miller's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Jang.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timberwolves leading by 16. A baseline Jay. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Minnesota making a switch. Conley's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. Thunder trailing by 18. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Conley. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game. Dort against Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And it's Wiggins missing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Wallace. Edwards finds Clark. And there's the drive. Edwards passes to Clark. Offline with his three.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Taken away by Williams. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota leading by 18. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Thunder trailing by 20. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Randle. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards kicks to Randle. It's stolen by Dort. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. High, arcing shot. He lays it in.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First one falls for.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Thunder trailing by 19. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Randle outside. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout offer, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Conley dishes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The 3. Ingles with the rebound. Now Dillingham fires from way outside. Can't connect. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shared the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris.